Nurgle, Lord of Plagues, hear me! Long have I worshipped you. Great are the deeds I have done in your name. I have performed your darkest rites. I have sacrificed the flesh of innocence in your name.
You waste your last breath, human. It's over. There is nowhere left to run.
Over, you blind fool. Chaos is eternal, and I am its champion.
Ossivar Cool thought the same thing. But I was at Kislev, and I watched him die.
Another will rise to take Kur's place. The Harbinger has sought out the shattered pieces of his army and found a new champion to seek the favor of the Chaos Gods and assume mastery of the Horde.
The Harbinger? Is that what the sorceress calls herself? Tell me where she is, human. Tell me, and perhaps it might save your life.
Look at you, grasping at shadows. The Harbinger is far beyond your reach. And as for my life, it belongs to Nurgle, Lord of Pestilence and Decay. I give it to him freely in return for vengeance. You have been deceived.
I need water.
I sensed the greater demon force its way into our world and feared the worst.
It nearly was, High Law Master. Blessed Isha, it nearly was.
The Eye of Argoth, where is it?
Over there, atop Kessler's remains. Beware the thing, Witch Hunter. It has a way of sticking its claws into your mind.
Leave it to me. I'll make sure it doesn't tempt anyone else.
What about the sorceress?
She calls herself the Harbinger. According to Kessler, she's tracked down the remnants of Arzavar Kul's army and is searching for a champion to lead it.
Where is she, this harbinger of chaos?
I don't know, High Law Master. Kessler refused to say.
Prague.
What's that?
My agents in the north tell me that a large part of Kul's army fled the Battle of Kislev and returned to the ruins of Prague. I'd assume they would take ship and return to the Chaos Wastes, but now that I've heard about this Harbinger, I'm not sure. Perhaps we might learn more there.
Perhaps so. It will be dangerous, but at the moment I see no other choice.
But it's impossible. Prague is hundreds of leagues from here. We would never reach it in time.
Not so. There is a waystone near Prague that we can use. I can link to it from the stone here in Nuln and send you through. Meet me at the tower when you are ready to proceed. In the meantime, I will begin the rituals to open a pathway to Prague.
I am hunting bigger prey than you, Uthgrim Redax. Here is your chance. Give me the Harbinger, and I might let you leave this city alive.
Weakling. I should have guessed that southern witch had you caught in her web. She thought she could bend me to her will with her gifts and her honeyed lies. As though I needed the help of a sorceress to win the Blood God's favor and lead Arzavar Kul's horde. When Prague fell, I consecrated its streets with the blood of innocents. When the demons gathered to feast, I subjugated them and was exalted in the eyes of Khorne. He gifted me with this axe to bring death and ruin upon the old world. I told the witch that if she stayed in Prague, I would hang her head from my belt. She has gone to the Forest of Knives to seek the champion of Slaanesh. Her pretty lies will serve her well there.
So be it, Uthgrim Redax. Your days on this world have reached their end.
Fool. You think I fear death? I offer it freely as a gift to Khorne. Blood for the Blood God!
There's nothing to fear here. I don't have the energy. When I die, you will follow me. Warren is too weak.
There's nothing to fear here.
I don't have the energy.
There's nothing to fear here. There's nothing to fear here. There's nothing to fear here.
Don't have the energy. I must first recharge my energy.
There's nothing to fear here.
I don't have the energy.
There's nothing to fear here.
Must first recharge my energy.
There's nothing to fear here.
Don't have the energy.
There's nothing to fear here.
Leave the axe to me, elf. Do not touch it, lest you forfeit your soul.
Ash and thorn. What a monstrous thing! Take it away!
Your courage and skill have saved a great many lives, young Asrai. Othgrim Redax is dead, and his warband has been scattered. It will take many years, I suspect, but Gorchev and his people now have a real chance at rebuilding Prague.
But the Harbinger has eluded us yet again.
Did Othgrim tell you anything before he died?
The Harbinger offered Redax the remnants of Kuhl's horde just as she did to Kessler, but Redax wanted no part of it. He threatened to kill her, so she fled. He said she'd gone seeking the followers of Slaanesh in the Forest of Knives, but I have never heard of such a place.
I would not expect you to. It's an ancient place, deep in the frozen wilds of Norska. An elven city used to stand there, long before the coming of chaos. If the gods are with us, I may be able to open its waystone and allow us to travel there.
Othgrim called the Harbinger a southern witch. What does that mean?
From Othgrim's perspective, anyone not from the Chaos Wastes is a southerner.
But if she's not from the Wastes, then she must be from the Old World. Perhaps even from the Empire itself.
It would explain how she was able to recruit Kessler and carry out the attack at Nuln.
Don't be ridiculous. If she were from Nuln, the witch hunters would have found her and dealt with her long before she'd become a threat.
We'll know the truth soon enough. For now, let's return to the forest. I must make preparations for the next phase of our journey.
You have desecrated the sacred garden, and now you force your way into the presence of Slaanesh itself. What is your desire? Speak, and the god may answer.
I want no part of your god, Skraeling. I'm here for the Harbinger.
The sorceress? She is not here, but she is somewhere close. Oh yes, I can feel it. It was she who led me to this temple, where I claimed the Gauntlet of Torment and became the champion of Slaanesh. Thanks to her, I will become the next Lord of Chaos and command the might of the Horde. She calls herself the Harbinger, but that isn't her name. Her real name is Elspeth Bale, and she was born in the city of Nuln. There is so much that you don't know. Even now she watches from the shadows, winding you in her web. You want her? She can be yours. Offer yourself to Slaanesh, and all things are possible.
I am an Asrai. I would rather die than bend the knee to chaos.
As you wish.
There's nothing to fear here.
The gauntlet is not for the likes of you, elf. Only an iron will and a cold heart can resist its temptations. Let me deal with it.
By the spirits of the wood, take it away. I want no part of it.
Congratulations, my friend. I knew you could do it. I knew it from the moment I saw you. I sensed the battle with the demon and came as quickly as I could. You have done well, Elessa. An ancient and wicked spirit has been banished from this world. But what of the Harbinger? Where is she?
Somewhere close. Skraeling said he could sense her.
Skraeling was right.
You should have taken his offer. Now it's too late. The old world will soon be mine.
Ash and thorn. She deceived me. The Harbinger was right before my eyes, and I never knew.
There was no way you could have known, young Asrai. The Harbinger is a sorceress of Tzeentch, the Changer of Ways, the most mercurial Chaos God. Her powers are beyond mortal ken. Given time, I might have seen through her spell, but I was forced to remain with the Waystone. Perhaps she counted on that.
Yet she led us to Skraeling. Why? Oh, it makes no sense.
Unless...
What?
It was Kessler who told us that the Harbinger was searching for a champion to lead Kul's horde. But what if that was a lie? What if she's been searching for these champions so she can eliminate her competition?
And using us as the hunters.
Now her rivals are dead, and she has collected their relics. There is no one left to stop her now.
Except for me. She will pay for what she's done, High Lawmaster. I swear it, on the spirits of the forest. Only, how are we to find her now that Skraeling's dead? She's left no trail for us to follow.
We must return to Nuln at once. Meet me at the Waystone when you are ready to depart, but make haste. I fear that Magnus has little time left.
You! How is this possible? You said she couldn't follow us.
I never thought she'd risk the realm of chaos, much less challenge Axarath. There may be more to this foolish little elf than I thought.
This is all because of Teclis. I told you he would be trouble.
But Teclis isn't here, is he? Brother, you fret like an old fishwife. Everything is under control.
Brother? How can that be? Skraeling said...
Skraeling knew me as Helspeth Bale. But once upon a time, my name was Helspeth Voss, and I was a merchant's daughter in Nuln. In those days, I wanted to be a scholar. But the university did not accept women. So, I chose a different path. And I was a very attentive student indeed. I grew powerful and careless. It was only a matter of time before the witch hunters took notice. And who should catch me but my very own brother? Oh, if you could have seen the look on his face.
That's enough.
He knew he couldn't arrest me, not without bringing suspicion onto the entire family. It would have ruined his precious ambitions.
I said that's enough!
My brother craves nothing so much as power, you see. That's why I knew he would agree to my plan.
And what does he gain once you command the Horde?
Her? She doesn't want to lead the Horde.
I'd rather rule from the shadows. Let someone else assume all the risks.
You would kill Magnus and put your brother on the throne.
Don't be ridiculous. Magnus isn't going to die. He's the key to the entire plan. Once the spell has run its course, Magnus will rise again. It will be seen as a miracle, a sign of divine grace. The Elector Counts will rush to proclaim him emperor, never suspecting that his soul belongs to me. I will rule through Magnus, and the Empire will be plunged into a new age of horror and despair. So you see, I do not need a horde to conquer the old world. I just need one man.
That's not what we agreed! You said I would be the next Chaos Lord! That was the point of stealing the relics! The horde was to be mine!
That wasn't what I said, brother. That was what you chose to hear.
Lied to me!
Brother.
I am the champion of the Dark Gods. Mine is the power, and mine alone!
You witless fool! I'll show you power!
There's nothing to fear here.
The curse had been broken. Free from the corrupting touch of chaos, Magnus recovered quickly, thanks to the work of Teclis and the Sigmarite priests. Not long after, the Elector Counts gathered in Nuln to proclaim Magnus as their emperor. The great war against chaos was over, and the Empire of Man had been restored. At last, you begin to see the wisdom of your elders in guarding the Athel Loren. But now is not the time to return to the sacred wood. Though Elspeth Bale has been defeated, the Empire is far from safe. Your adventures in the old world have only just begun.